Well, hey y'all, welcome to a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday on Uncle Bub's Bell Buckle Beer Reviews. And I got a brew for you today that I picked up down there in Murfreesboro, but it's out of Asheville, North Carolina. Asheville, North Carolina has a ton of small craft breweries there in Asheville. There's just a bunch of them. This one is one of the lesser known ones, I believe. I've had a brew by these guys before. It's from the Burial Beer Company, B-U-R-I-A-L, Burial Beer Company, and this particular brew is in collaboration with Zilcoa Beer Company and Threes Brewing. I did a Burial brew. I can't remember what it was. It's been, I don't know, a couple, 3 months ago. And it seems like it was a collaboration brew as well. But what I've got for you today is a Floodlight Ellis style lager at a 5.2% ABV. And I got glare on my camera, y'all. I'm sitting out here. It's partly cloudy, partly sunny. I'm sitting kind of in the shade, but I still got glare on my camera. I can't tell if y'all can see that or not. What's going on there? It looks like some branches that were pulled up on each side and like a whiff of smoke going up in the middle of it there. I don't, whatever. Floodlight, made for memories, shared for progress. An Ellis style lager out of Asheville, North Carolina at a 5.2% ABV. Alright, so that's all the information I got. I got the government warning, all that kind of good garbage, but it doesn't tell what it's brewed with, anything like that. It's just brewed and canned there at the Burial Beer Company in Asheville, North Carolina. And I love a good Ellis lager. And from my understanding, from what little research I've done, the Ellis lagers, of course it's spelled H-E-L-L-E-S, and I always pronounced it Hellas up until, I don't know, a year ago or so, Hellas, but it's actually pronounced Ellis. And the Ellis brews were made to compete with the Pilsners, is my understanding, because the Ellis was a bright, pretty beer just like the Pilsner, but they were made, of course the Pilsners come originally from Pilsen, Czech Republic, and the Ellis were brewed in a different country. I can't remember. I think it was either Austria or Germany or something. Can't remember exactly. Anyway, the Ellis it may have been Belgium. Belgium may have come out with, I don't know. I can't remember, y'all. But one of those countries came out with the Ellis to kind of compete with the Pilsners, from my understanding. Y'all can Google that if you want to, and correct me if I'm wrong, call me a liar, whatever, I don't care. But that's my understanding. The Ellis were brewed to compete with the Pilsners out of the Czech Republic. So let's see what we've got here in this Burial Floodlight Ellis style lager. Oh, that's a pretty gold brew. Man, that is a light straw gold. Pretty light colored brew. It looks like it's got just a little touch of haze to it, y'all. Just a little. Just a little touch of haze. Nice head though. Very nice head on that thing. The aroma, the aroma smells like beer, but it's got just a little more richness to it than your typical domestic beer. The aroma does. Anyway, it's not got a real hoppy note to it or anything like that, like a lot of beers. Well, IPAs typically have a hoppy note to them, but other beers, you know, some, depending on how they were brewed and all that kind of stuff, they have, some have a roasted kind of aroma coming off of it. Some of them have a smoky aroma. Of course, the IPAs, depending on what kind of hops they use, man, they've got aromas that range from earthy to pine coney to grapefruity to juicy, tropical. All these different kind of hops provide a different flavor and aroma to beer. And I always love smelling of those because, I mean, you can really enjoy a different experience when you pour a head on them and let them release those gases. But this one, it has a richer smell than your typical Budweiser, Coors, Miller, anything like that. A little bit of a richer, more aroma coming off of it. A richer, more aroma. Y'all, I've been out doing a little gardening today. I'm gonna get a taste of this head for it. Man, that's cloudy as crap now. Look at that. I don't know if y'all can tell it or not. But I just poured some in there. I'm gonna have to give that can a swish. And that clouded it up quite a bit. Let me taste that head. The head has a little bit more flavor than your typical domestic beer. Just a little bit. Still tastes kind of like beer, I mean, but it's just a little bit more flavor to it. But I've been out gardening today. I've harvested about 3 grow bags of potatoes. I didn't get a whole lot out of them. I got maybe, I don't know, little taters about that big. I got about 20 of them maybe out of 3 bags, whatever. Hardly worth the trouble. But I mean, you know, I'm gonna eat them. Anyway, it's hot at gum. You got a little bit of a breeze blowing every once in a while. And I'm sitting out here in the shade, so it's not too bad right here where I'm at now. It's not very humid today for a change. But the way the clouds look, it looked like it was going to rain. I mean, I got pretty fluffy clouds. And then blue sky, clouds, blue sky. I don't know, it may rain for the end of the day. It thundered yesterday. You know, it was sunny and hot. And I thought we was going to get a rain because I heard it thunder a couple times and saw some clouds coming up. And like, all right, we finna get a rain. Nope, never did. Anyway, I'm going to give this can a swish. Get talking about stupid stuff nobody cares about. I get sidetracked, y'all. Alright, I gave it, oh man, yeah. I don't know if y'all can tell it or not, but I can. Gave it a can a swish, and man, pouring that in there. A little cloud right up underneath the surface. Right up under the head. It's a little bit thinner down here at the bottom, a little bit more yellow, but as it gets towards the top, it gets darker. And you can't see nothing through it, so it's hazy. It's not super duper hazy, but it's hazy enough where you can't see nothing through it. Floodlight, made for memories, shared for progress, Ellis style lager. Alright, so the date on the bottom of this thing says begging for bratwurst. I like it when breweries have a sense of humor, y'all. The date code, this, I guess it was canned on December the 6th of 24. So it's, you know, it's seven months out of date, or past the born on date or whatever. I don't know. Typically, you know, you have a 6-month shelf life. Some last longer than others, whatever. But where it's got the date code printed on there, they put begging for bratwurst. It's written in the same font and everything that the date code is on the bottom of the can. Begging for bratwurst and an explanation point behind it. That's pretty cool. I like that. Floodlight Ellis style lager from Barrel Beer Company out of Asheville, North Carolina. And this beautiful, hazy, pretty gold brew. This is for all American workers. Hey, I love and appreciate y'all. Thank you for the hard work that you do to provide for yourselves and your families. Pay your own damn way, just like I do. Takes a lot to make a living, y'all. I know what it's like. I work 12-hour days in a factory. You know, it's hot. You ain't got no air conditioning. It's, you know, making living's tough. And we all got to go through it. And God bless you for what you do to keep this country rolling and moving. Cheers, brothers and sisters. I love y'all. Oh man. Man, that is refreshing. Dadgummit. It's got a, I don't know, y'all. The way it's clouded up, I wouldn't particularly think this way if it wasn't for the flavor of it, but it's got a wheaty type flavor to it. And usually, if you have a wheat beer, it'll have haze to it, just like this does. So, I mean, it doesn't say it was brewed with wheat, but I'm getting a wheaty flavor out of it. And it's good. It's really good. Some people don't like wheat beer. I don't have a problem with wheat beer, man. It offers a different dimension to your beer as opposed to barley. Now, I've had mixed beers that do wheat and barley. I really couldn't, off the top of my head, remember what they taste like or anything, but I've had those. The majority of your beers are barley. But there's beers that use rice, and I'm having a rice beer later on this week. Y'all stay tuned for that. It'll be later on, probably Saturday. But I've got a rice beer I'm going to do this week, and you know, but some people don't care too much for the wheat beers. I like them. They're just different, but I like the wheat beers, and this one's good. It's not got an overbearing wheaty flavor, but you can detect the wheat in it. It's got a wheaty type flavor to it. To me. Now hell, I mean, I'm assuming it's brewed with wheat because that's what I'm tasting, but that don't necessarily mean that's so. Because it don't tell you, I'm just kind of guessing. But when you've got a wheaty type flavor and you've got the haze of a wheat beer, I'm just assuming, you know, that's 2 out of however many, two clues that would tell you it's a wheat beer, but may not be. I don't know. It don't have a website or anything on the can there where you could go and check them out online or something. You could probably Google it and find them. But anyway, this is a good beer. It's got a good flavor. It's smooth and easy. It doesn't have much bitterness at all. Just easy going down. A very refreshing beer, especially since I've been out here working. Got all hot and sweaty. I don't know what the temp is. It's probably in the high 80s right now here in Bell Buckle, Tennessee. Today is July the 12th. It's when I'm making this, July the 12th. And you won't see it for a couple of weeks probably, but anyway, I'm going to score this one an A because it's just delicious. Easy to drink, and I ain't got no complaints at all with it. So, Burial Beer Company, I like this Floodlight in collaboration with Zilcoa Beer Company and Threes Brewing. I'd like to get, you know, some beer from Zilcoa and from Threes and try them. You know, this is a collaboration brew. I'd like to try some from other. And I don't think I've had a Burial that's just been Burial Beer Company. I think the other one I did was a collaboration as well. I'm pretty sure. I can't remember what the hell it was. So, anyway, that's a Wet Your Whistle Wednesday this week, y'all. I'll be back tomorrow for a Tennessee Thirsty Thursday. And my buddy Ralph got me a couple of more Tennessee brews from a different brewery here in Tennessee, and I'll be doing them the next couple of Thursdays. So y'all stay tuned. Take care. I love and appreciate y'all. Cheers.